Renowned World Superbike, WSBK, rider Toprak Razgatlioglu's decision to move to MotoGP for the 2026 season has been a major news story, marking a new chapter in his career and in the world of motorcycle racing. Toprak's move, which will see him join the Pramac Yamaha team, carries with it a major mission to prove that WSBK is on par with MotoGP and to dispel the perception that WSBK is second-rate. This ambition was expressed in his defiant statement: "If I struggle in MotoGP, people will look down on superbikes," a declaration that suggests Toprak is coming not just to compete, but to change the global perception of the championship that has nurtured him. The move is also notable for its unique swap with Miguel Oliveira, who is making the opposite move, moving to WSBK on the BMW bike Toprak left behind. Toprak enters MotoGP with an impressive track record in WSBK. The Turkish rider has already proven his ability to claim world championship titles, not only once in 2021 with Yamaha, but also with a different manufacturer, BMW, in the 2024 season. This achievement underscores his adaptability and high-quality racing skills, making him one of the most sought-after talents today. Despite this, Toprak is realistic about the challenges ahead. He acknowledges that MotoGP is another world that demands adaptation to complex technical details, from intricate electronics and aerodynamic settings to Michelin prototype tires. Therefore, he views his first year as a pressure-free learning period and does not expect to immediately compete at the front. The main focus of the debate lies in Toprak's spectacular riding style. He is nicknamed the King of Braking for his extreme braking technique, which often ends with a stop-by, lifting the rear wheel before corner entry, a style that relies heavily on aggressive physical control. However, this technique raises major questions about its effectiveness in MotoGP. MotoGP prototype bikes demand high precision, shorter braking, and explosive corner exit speed. Toprak's success in the Premier class will depend on his ability to modify and combine his wild style with the technical precision demanded by MotoGP machines. Observers are eagerly awaiting how he will balance his unique style with the demands of prototype bikes. Another aspect Toprak will have to face is the issue of race numbers and the initial adjustment process. His beloved number, 54, which he uses as a tribute, has already been registered in MotoGP by Fermin Aldeguer, forcing him to choose a new number, possibly a return to his former number 7. Furthermore, to speed up his adaptation, he will undergo a private test on the Yamaha M1 in Aragon earlier than the official schedule in Valencia. This test is crucial as it will be his first opportunity to ride a MotoGP bike seriously as a full-time rider. This test session will determine how he and his team will develop a basic feel and setup for the upcoming season. Toprak's life story also lends a deeply emotional dimension to this move. He is a rider who worked his way up from the bottom, climbing his career in Europe under the guidance of his mentor, the legendary Kenan Sofuoglu. This background shaped his stubborn, never-give-up character and his adherence to the pure essence of racing. He came to MotoGP not seeking fame, but as a fighter ready to be forged from the ground up. His determination is evident in his statement: "I race not to prove anything to others, but to myself," which demonstrates his unwavering focus on pure competition. Ultimately, the entire racing community will be focused on Toprak Razgatlioglu's performance in MotoGP. He carries both great expectations and challenges: the hope that he can compete at the front and the challenge of adapting to prototype machinery in a short time. His success will have a significant impact on the image of WSBK, confirming the quality of its riders. Whatever the outcome, Toprak has injected new energy into MotoGP, bringing a spectacular riding style and the promise of a spectacle that will shake up the global motorcycle racing landscape. He's here to prove that the guts and skills honed in WSBK can conquer the most prestigious motorcycle racing stage in the world. Toprak Razgatlioglu's move to MotoGP brought great anticipation, but amidst the hype, the spotlight has shifted sharply to the Ducati factory team garage, where irony has surrounded Francesco Bagnaia's fate. Although he was seen as an ideal teammate capable of countering the dominance of Marquez, an 8-time world champion who is now unstoppable, Bagnaia has instead performed like a sore loser. The Ducati Desmosedici GP25, which in Marquez's hands seemed to transform into a weapon of mass destruction, in Bagnaia's hands has instead become the source of a string of disappointing results. This contrast in performance between the sluggish Italian and the dominant alien has given rise to strong speculation that Bagnaia is feeling immense psychological pressure, a mental burden that is destroying Pecco's confidence at having to share a garage with one of the greatest riders of all time. Bagnaia's string of negative results worsened his situation as the season drew to a close. After only managing 2 Grand Prix wins, Bagnaia recorded 3 consecutive DNFs, starting at the Indonesian GP, continuing at the Australian GP, and culminating in the Malaysian GP. These results were heartbreaking because they came at a time when the team desperately needed a savior. Ironically, Pecco's failure occurred just as Marc Marquez was absent to recover from the injury he suffered at Mandalika, leaving the Ducati factory team completely exposed and unchallenged. This situation sparked heated internal debate within Ducati. Although Bagnaia had a contract until the end of 2026, rumors of kicking the reigning champion before this season from the factory seat began to emerge, especially after Marquez secured the world title, shifting the team's focus and loyalty. Bagnaia's crushing defeat and Marquez's dominance have also drawn the attention of MotoGP legend and former 1999 500-cylinder capacity champion, Alex Cribble. The Spaniard offered an interesting and harsh perspective on Bagnaia's dilemma. Cribble doubts that any other rider has the mental fortitude to be Marc Marquez's teammate and perform consistently well. He believes that anyone placed alongside Marquez would face similar complexities and pressures. It's clear that being close to Marquez is complicated, but who else could replace Bagnaia and perform well alongside him? Cribble asked, implying that Bagnaia's problems may be inherent to the challenges of being Marquez's teammate, rather than Bagnaia's shortcomings, offering a subtle defense of the Italian. Cribble also added a crucial insight that indirectly further skewered the performance of Bagnaia and the factory Ducati team. He felt that Marc Marquez's success in winning the World Championship this season was achieved without riding the best bike, the factory version, the GP25. This statement explicitly implied that the Ducati Desmosedici GP25, which is an evolution of the previous version, is not superior, or perhaps even worse, than the GP24 ridden by satellite riders like Alex Marquez at Gresini Racing. This view is evident in the striking disparity in results experienced not only by Bagnaia, but also by other riders using the same specification bike, the GP25, such as Fabio Di Giannantonio at the VR46 team.